morning. Welcome to the broadcast. We have a very special guest with us, Mr. Jonny Moseley, of course.
Yay.
Olympic gold medal winning skier, joining us at the table this morning. Good morning.
Yeah, great to be here. Thanks
And you
for having
don't
me.
travel with the medal, you said?
Yeah, I don't bring the medal out much anymore. Right after I won, I traveled with it everywhere. I wore it. Like, hey, here you go.
Around your neck.
But it got a little beat up. It's kind of frayed, and there's marks on it.
Is it real
People touching
gold?
it. It's gold plated.
Okay.
It's kind of over. It's a really cool design. It was designed in Japan, and it's got some wood lacquer in it. But it lives in the safe deposit box. It comes out once in a while.
What else is in the safe deposit box?
Oh, that's a good question. What's a whole insight to your life,
Grandfather's
right?
ring? What else?
The gold medal, cash, in case, just in case. And
What's the number?
I can't remember what else is in there. That's all I remember. Yeah, exactly.
Well, Jonny, we were just talking in our last segment about, when men call women crazy. I'm curious. You're married. You have two sons, two young boys. Have you ever said to your wife in an argument, "You're acting crazy right now"?
Well, I heard you guys talking about it, and I really think it's in the delivery. I think it's because I think you can be like, "You're crazy,"
That's right.
But that's one thing, and I have done that. But I think. I think it is a hurtful term. I think you got to be careful with it.
Yeah.
I think if you are continually putting in your mind that you're crazy, it is there's a fundamental problem.
But if somebody says you're crazy and somebody believes it, they are crazy.
That's a good point. You do have to have a thick skin in all walks of life.
Are you prepared to talk about stuff like this with your sons? I mean, if you and your wife decided like how you will, explain to them how to treat women, how to be a good man, what are some of the things that maybe you learned growing up? Oh,
I think it's really important. And I didn't have any sisters growing up, and so one of three boys, and so I think I did learn, how to treat women
your mom.
through through dealing with my mom, and then through trial and error, through dating people and stuff like that. So yeah, I will try to definitely kind of head that off a little earlier with my kids, for sure.
I'll tell you, there is this couple, and I want to know what you all think about this. They have taken to Twitter to air their grievances to one another. They're dating, they're not married yet. And their Twitter handle is We Fought About. So you can get on there, and each of them will go on and say what they had an argument about. She'll say, he accidentally spilled water on me in bed. And then he'll say something else. But here's what's really interesting about it, is they said the reason that they did this was because it made them laugh at how ridiculous some of their arguments were. And I knew, Susie, you would love that, because that really, sometimes, and Scott and I talk about that all the time, we fight about the dumbest things. Don't you find that?
Yeah, but there's the stated reason, and then there's the real reason.
Sure.
There's always something deeper going over the under the ridiculous thing. There's always some gnawing something, that you hold in.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's it.
It'll be interesting to see if they get that deep on their little Twitter page. I don't know. Would you guys ever do that?
I don't know, but I might follow them. That sounds interesting. Now I want to follow them.
It's a good social experiment. I like that.
I like it.
See if that works.
Do you do that? Do you Twitter?
I do tweet. Yeah,
So what do you tweet? See, I'm so dumb. Okay, you tweet. So tell me a sentence you just tweeted.
I just tweeted right before I came in here. Oh, I'll tell you what's interesting about Twitter. I'll tell you a situation.
All right.
We went to Starbucks before we came here, and I walked out, and immediately I got a tweet, like right while I was sitting in the lobby, and it said something like, oh, I should have said hi to Jonny Moseley, and then it said something, relative to some stuff I host on MTV. Anyway, it's kind of interesting, right? This happened to me driving down the street. That's a thing that Twitter has created. So then I just replied back and said, yeah, you should have,
Yeah.
So that was the last thing I tweeted, right? A lot of it is communicating with people.
Wait, did you tweet it while you were driving down the street?
There's your tweet.
I was being driven, so
Okay, you were the
that's
passenger.
nice. That was nice. Yeah, so I use it a lot for communication, and it's a fun tool. It can be humiliating at times. People are definitely willing to say whatever they want.
Especially at 2 o'clock after a couple
Have you had a
beers.
stalker?
Actually, on Twitter
Or anywhere?
No, I had I had one a woman in Colorado who was apparently living out in the woods and thought we were getting married. And that kind of weird thing. But it was before sort of the Twitter era.
That's a little creepy.
Yeah, that was my only experience though. But I'm not prone to stalkers.
I think that celebrities have to deal with stuff like that. I know Alec Baldwin just went to court over some stalker.
Was in tears.
And was in tears. Had kind of an emotional breakdown over the whole thing because it's stressful.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
luckily it's not something I deal with all the time. So
we're going to have much more with Jonny Moseley when we come back. Stay with us.